What is good with the YouTube? It is your boy Sean Rock to the aka Lil Nicky, representing Mandatory Thrive, because every day it is mandatory for us to thrive, and I'm back again with another video. And in this video I want to talk about the cycle of success, in all areas of life. What I'm discovering as I read more books, attempt to learn more, attempt to, grow and change some of my negative habits, and, try to optimize my life. So, it's really simple on one end. Read, write, learn, right? Save, invest, earn. Like that is the foundation, in my opinion, to the optimizing your life. Reading, writing, learn, save, invest, earn. Over here, what reading is going to do is going to keep fresh perspective, fresh information flowing through, your equilibrium, right? Like your brain is going to be constantly, your cognitive function has to be continually entertained, continually growing, continually impacted with new information. So reading is going to keep you sharp. It's going to keep your vocabulary sharp, right? It's going to keep your ideas fresh. It's going to give you new ideas. Like it's going to eliminate, what my grandma used to call. She used to talk about church. She used to say, you got to have your crap detector. You got to have your crap detector. And what she was talking about is like a red flag philosophy when you see some stuff coming in that don't make sense. If you're reading, you're going to be able to have the proper ideologies about all things in life, so that you can be able to see when something ain't making sense. All right, writing and reading can be done a couple ways. Reading can be done to educate and entertain, but it's also these things coexist, right? I had a conversation before I get into the second part about writing, I had a conversation with a person about nonfiction reading and fiction reading. And I was telling this person, because they was talking about they read a lot of fiction books, and I was telling this person that I'm like really into details and really into facts. So I read, the majority of my books are nonfiction books. I'm definitely more geared to nonfiction books. But I said I also have a conviction about reading, starting to read fiction books, because of that entertainment component, but also because of the creative component. Because as a creator, we need things to spark our interest. So the person was like, yeah, I agree. I think that you being a writer, you being a poet, you being, a musician yourself, like you should be reading fiction books to explore your creativity. And I think I agree, because in the past, when I was younger, I'll never forget, in like 7th grade, I would read a lot of fiction books, and it would spark a lot of creative ideas as far as like poetry and stuff like that. So anyways, entertainment, education, that's what reading is going to do for you. Same thing with writing, but I would say not really educate and entertain with the writing component. I would say writing is going to be reflective, right, and dissective. And what that means is, like, writing is going to help you to deal with the trauma, the emotional issues that you experience. It's going to help you to express yourself. It's going to help you to be heard. That's on one end of it. And then also writing is going to be able to help you align with your goals. Writing is going to be able to help you to see where you're trying to go in your life writing is also going to hold you accountable, right? Because once you write it down on paper, that is a source of accountability, even if you don't do it, because you might just, I've stumbled across some paper and like, dang, okay, I wrote all this stuff. I ain't even accomplished all of this stuff. Like, I really need to step it up. So writing will be a source of accountability. And it's going to be reflective and dissective, because it's going to help you figure out what you want out of life, who you are, and all of this stuff. And then, of course, just learning in general. You're going to learn when you write and when you read. But you need to be constantly learning, sharpening your skills, whatever it is you do. Whatever field you in, you need to be learning more and more about that field so that you become efficient. The way I see it is like, within our specific niches, we should be like a walking dictionary. Like, you should be able to be like, rah, 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 rah. Like, you should have clips on deck, like to let off instantly, because you're engulfed in that. Like, with calisthenics specifically, with me, like, I can give you like 15 million push-ups, like right like that, like 15 million pull-ups, dips, squats. I can give you variations. I can give you routines, circuit training, set training, pyramid training, like hybrid training. Like, it's all different type of things that I can come up with like that, because I'm constantly improving and learning. So you want to learn. And then over here, so that's the rewrite and learn component. Over here, you want to save, you know what I'm saying, and invest, right? You want to save some of your money. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. And this is what I'm learning. Like, this is one of my second weeks of really like being productive with my saving. Now, I've saved a multitude of times, but I'm saying, like, without dipping or touching the money. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. And it's like, a lot of times we will say, I'll use myself as an example. I'll say, oh, I can't save because my bills are in the red. I mean, to a certain degree, but I literally look at my life and I look at how much money I spend on food and a couple other things. I mean, it's ridiculous. This is $300 to $400 a month, that's getting blown on food. So it's looking at your life and looking at what are some things that I can cut back on, what are some things that I can change to like create the ability to save more and create the ability to invest more. I'm looking at the camera, I'm at work, seeing what they talking about. Are they leaving? Okay, boom. You want to be able to save more, right? You want to be able to invest your money. And investment in the biggest investment is investment in yourself and investment in your skills. Like, finding ways to sharpen up your skills and stuff. Like, this summer, I'm going to be spending a lot of money on going to seminars, speaking engagements, and all of these different things, because I'm investing in what I want to do, which is, what I'm doing now. But I want to be better. Like, I want to get my speaking better. Like, I want to get my writing ability better. Like, I want to get my my ability to save better. So I need to go to events where, people are teaching these different things. So a great way to invest is in investing in your education. Like, whether education, to me, is the key to success, but it doesn't have to be through like a 4-year college, but you got to be educated. Like, one thing, like, we cannot say that education is not the key. Floyd Mayweather is the most educated boxer. He didn't go to school, but he went to boxing school. Without education, he wouldn't be a great boxer. You get what I'm saying? Like, Jay-Z is one of the greatest rappers of all time. He didn't go to school, he went to rap school. Like, just look at what they say in their actions. They say, I came home from school, and it's like I'm doing a beat and I'm freestyling, and I'm stacking up, I'm piling up my bars, to the point where I remember this by the time I get home. It's like an exercise. That's school. Like, that's education. Like, it takes education. It takes, or think of Eminem, right? Like, these guys didn't graduate traditional school, but they graduated, to have a PhD in their department of education, right? So education is the key. Save, invest. So these are a couple things that I'm not an expert on. I'm working on myself, but things that I'm, putting into my life and putting into play to get me to where I need to go. So we got to be reading, we got to be writing, we got to be learning, we got to be saving, and we got to be investing in ourselves, investing in business ventures, investing in our family, investing in our communities, investing in humanity. Salute to everybody out there gaining. Remember, dream big, work hard, live great, don't stop. It's your boy, Lil Nicky, V6, represent Mandatory Thrive. Salute.